also depends on your nationalities. Like when you come from nationalities that like they praise the girls, that they praise ass, they praise thighs, they praise all of that. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like it's hard to just be like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna walk around my flat ass. No. Some of y'all happy with it, that's great, but that just wasn't me when I was young. So I did what I did. Fuck it. Suck my dick. The fuck? My ass took me a long way, bitch.
Cardi B may be back outside because Stefon Diggs just interrupted her, and based on what the streets are saying, it was all due to that poorly executed BBL. You have most likely seen the images, and it was unsatisfactory. According to those close to Stefon, he was kind of feeling something for her, but he quickly changed his mind after seeing the pictures. Turn it around, Tarek. Cardi showing up looking clumsy was not part of that bingo plan, and Stefon has endorsement deals lined up in his former playboy persona to preserve, along with a leak watching. This is where things get even messier though, because Cardi has been making fun of him, acting brazen and terrible, and doing the most since he curved her. Everyone is curious as to whether Stefon destroyed her ego or if she is still trying to hide the truth that she was duped. Well, it appears that Cardi B and Stefon are having some problems together. Fans first noticed this when Cardi removed images of the two of them from her social media accounts, including the sultry one where she formally announced their relationship a few weeks ago. Since he even rented her an entire castle and treated her like a princess in France, you are aware that these two have been attempting to convince us that they were the next big Hollywood couple.
This man got us staying in a castle. I'm talking about a real castle. Look at this. Look at this. I've been to like every time I go to Europe, I can never go to Versailles, or I can never go see in England. He said, "Bitch, you want castle, bitch? I'll give you all castle, bitch."
This shit remind me of a movie. You sit all the way over at the edge while I stare at you.
Look how beautiful. This man is so adventurous. He got us in a fucking castle. Hey, look at this.
She desired to experience a castle. Additionally, Cardi B and Stefon's relationship is currently looking really shaky. To be honest, folks were reading the signs long before they spoke. As you may have seen, Cardi deleted all of their photos from her page, including the sultry one where she essentially verified that they were in both of them weeks prior. People are now saying that it is finished. They are done. And the speed at which things are changing is simply amazing. Let us not pretend that these two were not only promoting that fairy tale, as if Stefon were renting that entire French castle and flying her around the globe, simply because Cardi claimed she wanted to spend the weekend living like a queen. And people were enjoying it as well, because everyone believed they were going to be the next big Hollywood blockbuster. As you can see, some people claimed that Cardi ended it because she was tired of Stefon's infidelity and humiliation. And to be honest, no one is shocked if that is the case. As you are all aware, she recently who cheated so frequently that others began accusing him of cheating. It was humiliating. There was a public scandal, side cheeks appeared, and the entire internet watched it happen. And Stefon, well, let us not mince words. He has been given offset to a certain extent. Oh, it is the same toxic vibe again. That man has been acting crazily, continually cheating on his ex in the DMS, getting exposed one after another. He even welcomed the whole baby with a different lady when he was with Cardi. No one can even blame her for not participating in that drama again, especially not in public with someone like Stefon when everyone was watching. That is what is crazy, people. Cardi knew the energy all too well after everything she went through, with Offset you all getting cheated on while defending them and trying to keep the relationship together. Therefore, while it makes natural that Cardi would leave him, things get complicated because not everyone thinks she did. According to several insiders, Stefon was the one who abandoned her, and the reason for this is messier than anyone anticipated. Apparently, it all boils down to that poorly executed BBL, and you guys tell everyone that Stefon is the one that abandoned Cardi. He feels that it made him look bad, according to many around him. Let us be honest for a moment. Have you all seen it? It is not that startling. As you are aware, Stefon has always been very ostentatious about his appearance, paying close attention to how his name appears on the street and the kinds of women he associates with. And Stefon, well, let us not mince words, has received some compensation. Oh, the poisonous aura is back. That man has been behaving strangely, cheating on his ex in the direct messages and getting caught one by one. When he was with Cardi, he even welcomed the entire baby with a different woman. Nobody can even hold it against her for not taking part in that drama once more, particularly not in front of everyone like Stefon. People, that is what is crazy. Following what she had to endure with Offset you all being cheated on while defending them and attempting to maintain the relationship, Cardi was all too familiar with the energy. As a result, even though it makes sense for Cardi to leave him, things become more difficult because not everyone believes she did. Several insiders claimed that Stefon was the one who left her, and the reason for this is messier than anyone could have imagined. You guys tell everyone that Stefon is the one that left Cardi, but apparently it all comes down to that badly done BBL. He believes that many people around him think he looked ugly because of it. For a moment, let us be honest. Have all of you seen it? It is not so shocking. As you know, Stefon has always been quite self-conscious about his looks, closely monitoring the types of women he hangs out with and how his name appears on the street. She has consistently done, to be completely honest, keep making small adjustments and twerking, adjusting, and adjusting. It becomes difficult to determine when enough is enough. Additionally, Cardi followers have been claiming that her body is beginning to malfunction, and the internet has been exploding with these claims, where everything, and having a large booty, a full chest, and a bottle of Coke was the ideal of beauty. Jay was the sought-after look, but Cardi did not quite fit in. She has previously talked about how being extremely thin as a child was not considered attractive in her world. Most of the girls around her had thick, curvy bodies, but she didn't, and it really got to her. She has acknowledged that she was teased, bullied, and made to feel as though something was wrong with her, which gradually eroded her confidence.
So it depends on your nationalities. Like when you come from nationalities that like they praise the girls, that they praise ass, they praise thighs, they praise all of that. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's hard to just be like, oh yeah, I'm just gonna walk around my flat ass. No. Some of y'all happy with it, that's great, but that just wasn't me when I was young. So I did what I did. Fuck it. Suck my dick. The fuck? My ass took me a long way, bitch.
When Cardi started stripping, things truly started to change for her, but contrary to popular belief, it did not give her more confidence. She did not yet have the physique type that the clubs marketed when she initially started dancing. She had no curves and was slender, and since Stefon dumped her because of it, it appears that curves are still valued in their society. Cardi eventually saved up enough money to pay for implementation, her first operation. For a brief moment, it really improved her self-esteem as she was only 18 at the time. Although she began to glimpse the version of herself she had always desired in the mirror, plastic surgery is never truly one and done. That initial surgery was only the beginning. You have to maintain it, and it quickly becomes addicting. It was much simpler to just keep going when she experienced what it was like to fix something she did not like. Her confidence was somewhat increased by the breast augmentation, but it was insufficient in the club. Cardi mentioned that because she still had a flat butt, she was earning significantly less money than the other dancers. It had an impact on your entire status, their wallets, and your respect in the workplace. Naturally, she felt pressured to finish additional work right away, and things just kind of snowballed from there.
When I was a dancer and everything, like, I had the titties, I had the bomb-ass tattoos, I had a six-packs, I could do a whole split, everything, but, not split, but I could do crazy pole tricks, all that but I was missing some ass.
Because at the time, you all living in New York, she had her first surgery at the age of 20, was still working, and lacked the funds necessary to see a legitimate plastic surgeon, which made matters worse. She did not even have enough fat for a proper BBL because she was still extremely thin. Cardi took a shortcut rather than waiting, as many girls in her situation do. Paid Donna Francis $800 for an illegal silicone injection in her thighs and butt. I hoped it would make things better, but despite everything, Cardi continued to pursue this ideal body. Following those initial treatments, the party really slowed down for a while and had several babies, but by then, she had already gotten the body she had always desired. Therefore, there was not much pressure to continue having surgery, but naturally, that pace did not last long. When she gave birth to her daughter in 2019, 2019, everything changed once more. Cardi was experiencing postpartum changes and began to lose confidence, much like many new mothers do. She made the decision to have another breast augmentation to correct the damage that breastfeeding had caused to her chest. She had a lipo to lose the excess weight that remained after giving birth, blah blah blah. After you open that door once more, did not precisely end there because things were difficult from this point on. Cardi did not allow herself enough time to recover. Because of her hectic schedule, appearances, and other commitments, she chose not to slow down as she should have. She immediately returned to her work. Her body began to react when it finally caught up to her, and at one point the lipo caused her feet to swell so much that she uploaded a photo to the internet. It was not excellent. "I have been working out for the past 2 weeks since I am not getting surgery again," she posted on the internet. You are already aware of the outcome of it. To be fair though, she did make an effort to slow down her surgeries for a bit. She chose to be cautious after all the problems she experienced recuperating, particularly the edema from the lipo. To get things done correctly, she ultimately decided to have a full rhinoplasty. Naturally though, it did not end there. In 2021, Cardi revealed that she was considering having her stomach tucked after giving birth to her son, regardless of how hard she exercised, and the need to maintain her physical image returned immediately. However, it was not the stomach technology that quickly made people talk. It is because we saw that her butt was larger and looked completely different. Check out this video that she shared. As soon as Cardi's body began to appear a little strange, people began to side-eye her once more. Her butt was still large, and the proportions did not make sense, even if her waist was extremely tight. The internet, of course, took off with it. Comments were all over the place as people began accusing her of obtaining more butt pictures or slinking off to finish more work. She appeared odd, according to some, and some even referred to it as unhealthy. Cardi, however, was not going to accept that. She abruptly ended her Instagram live session, stating that she did not receive any more shots, but she was honest. She was aware that her butt appeared somewhat strange. She was not acting as though everything was flawless. According to what many are reporting, she curled and was obviously beginning to feel the effects. Check this out now.
After I gave birth to my son, my ass was huge. And the reason why my ass was so huge, because bitch, I almost fucked 20. And you already know my ass already have some ass shots. In August, I did surgery because a lot of people thought that as soon as I gave birth, I got my body done. No, I didn't. In August, I did surgery and I removed 95% of my bioperimeters. If you know what bioperimeters is ass shots. But of course, right, they took it out of me, but they still had to shape my butt because they took a lot of ass shots out. So my butt is a little fluffy now.
She cautioned young ladies not to make the same mistake she did when she was younger, which further shows that she regrets the entire procedure.
And all I'm going to say is, right, that if you young, if you 19, if you 20, if you 21, and sometimes you too skinny, and you be like, oh my God, I don't got enough fat to put on my ass and everything, so you resort to ass shots, don't do it. Like, I am super against ass shots.
And it appears that she was working on it once more. Cardi has already acknowledged having surgery after giving birth to her first 2 children, and she claims to have done the same after giving birth to her youngest child, Blossom. However, things did not exactly go as planned this time. Some people still think she looks nice, but others think her figure is looking really strange. Evidently, Stefon was not happy about that. If she is close to him, then abruptly cut her off after claiming that her new appearance did not live up to his expectations. Cardi's entire image is hanging by a string because Stefon dipped her body's training for all the wrong reasons. She has a new song out, the relationship is over, the procedure goes horribly wrong, and they are only talking about that butt. You guys, the internet is completely gagged. Cardi's body is training for all the wrong reasons. Stefon appears to be out, and her fairy tale abruptly ended as soon as she left the castle. Cardi may be sliding in real time, in my opinion. If the surgery goes as badly as some are suggesting, and the relationship is over, is Cardi set to make a messy comeback, or is this going to be her lowest point? Please share your thoughts in comment section below. Goodbye, guys.